Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's today. Happy Valentine's, everyone. All right, so this is Taxi Memories by Masunga, and today we're gonna talk about how Japanese celebrate Valentine's Day. How do Japanese celebrate their Valentine's Day? By the way, I am in one of the cities. This is Shibuya. Very nice city. Shibuya City, one of the biggest cities in Tokyo. And this is Shibuya. Looks good, right? That is Shibuya. Shibuya City in Tokyo. It's very big, very big. All right, so this is Taxi Memories by Masunga, and today we are going to talk about how Japanese celebrate their Valentine's Day. All right, so Japanese have their ways of doing things. It's almost every holiday. They have their ways of doing things. For instance, during Christmas, I can say it's always about business. People buy cake, all right? It's about cake. So it's kind of different from other countries because other countries, people celebrate by eating a lot of, different types of food. For instance, in America or in Africa, people eat turkey, people eat goat, it's about meat and, being with the family, members and enjoying together. But in Japan, Christmas is about cake. So Christmas Eve is for dating, all right? So during Christmas Eve, you find lovers going to hotels. Yeah, that's their culture. That's how they do their things. It's kind of different from other countries. So why am I talking about this today in my channel? This is a Tax Memories channel, right? It's for foreigners. For people who visit Japan. They have to know the culture of Japan. How do people celebrate their holidays here? It's very important. So it's one of the travel tips I want to talk about today, right? So today is February 14th. It's Valentine's Day, all right? But anyway, I'm in a working mood, okay? Just working today. No dating, nothing, but I enjoy it, all right? It's a good day to make money. So no dating, nothing. I'm gonna work and make as much as I can today. All right. So what do Japanese do during the Valentine's Day? All right. So if you compare Japan and other countries, Valentine's Day in Japan is mostly, I guess, for women or girls. Okay, while we are talking, you have to see the city too. All right, it's good you see the city. Okay, all right. So what do women do? It's Valentine's Day in Japan is mostly for women. All right, so women mean buy chocolate. All right, women buy chocolate. So the main present which is sold or bought in many stores and shops is chocolate. All right. So in Japan, holidays are mostly about business. It's business. So women go to stores or supermarkets and buy presents, and the main present is chocolate. All right, is chocolate. So women buy chocolate and give to men. All right, so all right, women buy chocolates and give to men. All right, so let's see. In other countries, people exchange presents or gifts. All right, like men give to women and women give to men. It's a bit different here in Japan. First of all, it's not necessary that women give chocolate to their lovers. All right, not only to lovers. They give chocolate to as many men as they can. And a man who gets a lot of chocolates from different women means he is loved by many women. All right, he is loved. So women give chocolates to men. All right, okay, they give to their husbands or to their boyfriends, and they try as much as they can to give to a lot of people, a lot of men. Okay, so for instance, they will give to the coworkers. All right, the people they work with, they'll give presents to them. To the men. All right, or the people they go out with, they also give presents. Chocolate. All right, and men don't necessarily have to give any present to women. They don't have to. They don't have to give presents to women during Valentine's Day. No, they don't have to. All right, this is very tricky. It's very, very tricky. Other in other countries, you exchange gifts, but here in Japan, women give chocolate, not any other present, just chocolate. All right, so why do men don't give anything to women during Valentine's Day? Why? This is very tricky. I'm not sure how it started, but according to the history here, men give back give back presents to women, and it has to be a month. It has to be a month after Valentine's Day. So when I say a month, that means it's March 14th. All right. So Why do I say this is very tricky? It's very tricky because if you received a lot of chocolate from different women during Valentine's Day, you will have to give back presents to the women who gave you chocolates. You understand? So if you are given by 10 women, if you received chocolates from 10 women, you will have to give them back. And for men, do not give chocolate. Huh? You don't have to give chocolates. In Swahili language, you say, mpe mtaimbo, mpe sindano tembo utoe mtaimbo, which means you give a needle to an elephant and it gives you back a paw. All right, a paw. That is how I see this trick. Right? Remember, you receive a chocolate. It doesn't have to be expensive. It might be very cheap, especially for men who are not that, it might be just a cheap, very cheap. It might be a very cheap chocolate, but when you are giving back, present, which for me I say it's a payback. It's a payback. It's a tricky payback. All right. It's just a tricky payback because the woman gives you a cheap chocolate, but as a man, when you are paying back, you don't have to give a cheap thing. You give something of value. You have to give something of high value. All right? It has to be of high value because you are men. And men are considered to have more money than women. So you are given a chocolate of, let's say, 1,000 yen, but you will have to give back a present of more than 10,000 yen. So you have to be, you have to think. So, ladies in snacks, we call them snacks, like nightclubs, okay? They would give chocolates to like a ton of men. They give simple chocolate. But in their mind, they are thinking of what they're gonna receive next month, the following month, which is March 14th. So, that is how Valentine's Day is celebrated here in Japan. All right, it's celebrated on the same day, February 14th. All right, February 14th. But women have to give presents or gifts to men, and they can give as many presents, to different men as they can. Okay, it doesn't have to be only to a boyfriend or a husband. No, they give as many men as they can. And as I told you, the main reason is they're thinking to get a payback. on March 14th. All right. So March 14th. Why don't they call it Valentine's Day? March 14th is called a white day. White day. Can you see? It's different from other countries. Other countries don't celebrate on March 14th. There's no white day in other countries. But why white day in Japan? As you know, Japanese like creating things. By the way, white day started in Japan, and it looks like other Asian countries also are copying it. They're copying it. They are celebrating White Day on March 14th. They call it White Day. So you are given chocolate on February 14th, but you have to pay back something. I mean, you have to give back an expensive thing. So as I told you, like those club girls, they give presents to all their customers, expecting to get a lot in March, on March 14th. And because men are shy, they have to struggle and make as much money as they can to give back, to give the girls in order to impress them. All right? A man has to impress the ladies by giving them an expensive present. All right? So you received a cheap chocolate, but think, you are a man. You're a man. You don't have that much value as women. All right? So you have to think, oh, next month, maybe half of my salary, if you're a worker in a company, an employee, you have to think, all right, half of my salary next month is going to buy presents to the ladies. So, which is better? If you compare, when you receive a lot of chocolate, that means you are popular. Ladies love you. Ladies like you. All right? But on the other hand, you have to think. You received a lot of chocolate, then next month, on March 14th, you have to pay back. So which is better? You be popular or you just be a normal man? That's up to you. That's up to you. Because a man who did not get a lot of chocolate doesn't have to think. Doesn't have to think of buying presents. He doesn't have to think. So that's how Valentine's Day is celebrated here in Japan. And as in other countries, you will see people wearing red clothes, red outfits. In Japan, nope, you don't see that. In Japan, you don't see people wearing red outfits during Valentine's Day. It's very, very rare, unless otherwise you go to international clubs or international bars where you find people of different nationalities. Then you will see people wearing red outfits. I don't know why, but that's Japanese style. So the main thing they do during Valentine's Day is just giving chocolate. So, for instance, in schools, let's say junior high schools or high schools, you see girls, instead of buying, they just make chocolates at home with their mothers. They make chocolates with their mothers at home, and make a lot of pieces as they can, and then girls can give to the guys they like at school. It's normal in Japan. It's normal, and it's not a big deal. And for students, I don't think if they're expecting any expensive present from the boys, I don't think so. But sometimes they get back. But for grown-up ladies, the main thing is to show that they're interested in a man. They're interested, and they think of receiving something in March, on March 14th, which is called White Day. So when did White Day start? When did White Day start? White Day started in 1978. You see, it's about 45 years now. White Day started in 1978 in Japan. All right. So, because they call it a white day, I was expecting them to wear white, something white. I was expecting maybe them to wear something white because it's a white day. But if you can Google, please Google White Day, WHITE Day. All right, White Day is on March 14th in Japan. March 14th is called White Day, and it's same as Valentine's Day. But the difference is Valentine's Day, women give chocolate to men. They give chocolate to men, chocolates, okay? But on March 14th, men give presents to the women they received presents from. All right, that's the difference. And White Day started in 1978 in Japan, and now is getting popular in other Asian countries. So I'm not sure if China also is doing it. I don't know, but maybe they are celebrating it. I don't know if China is doing the same. Maybe, I have no idea. But I think countries like Korea, South Korea likes Japanese culture a lot, just like how um, South Koreans like Japanese culture. Japanese like South Korean culture, and South Koreans also like Japanese culture. So there's even a place in Tokyo called Okubo, Shin Okubo. You will find a lot of uh, Koreans there, and because the main reason is Korean movies are very popular in Japan. So especially those old ladies who like Korean boys, they go there to, I mean, to talk with Korean boys. It's because uh, Japanese like South Korean culture, and South Koreans also like Japanese culture. That's why White Day also is kind of celebrated in Korea. All right, so there's one of the tips, travel tips, right? And because this is Tax Memories by Masunga, I think it's important to tell the foreign customers who are coming to Japan about this. All right, so it's I wanted to do a live stream now today, just for, I mean, to let you know, I mean, how Japanese celebrate Valentine's Day. All right, and for instance, today is Valentine's Day, but it's Wednesday, so Japanese work a lot. They are workaholics. Okay, so it's Wednesday. That means tomorrow is Thursday, and people are going to work. All right, that's why it's. I think even if you go to clubs tonight, you won't see many couples like going to celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't think you'll see a lot of people. I mean, couples going to celebrate Valentine's Day in clubs tonight, because it's it's in the middle of the week. If it were Friday or Saturday, you would see the streets now. You see, you would see the streets full of people. But you can see now. This is Shibuya, but not that many people. But maybe at the entrance, I mean the crossings. At the crossings, I guess, yeah. I mean there are people, like the Scramble Crossing. At the Scramble Crossing, I guess you will see a lot of people. All right, so maybe some people are gonna celebrate it maybe during weekends. I mean during the weekend. But today, I don't see that many people in the streets. But I saw a lot of people in Ginza. Ginza is a business street. I saw a lot of the all right. I saw a lot of people at in Ginza. Ginza is a business street, so there are many people there, but not Shibuya. All right, so that's all about Valentine's Day. And you have to know that in Japan, people celebrate in February and March. In February 14th, women give chocolate to men. All right. But in March, men have to give expensive presents to women. All right. If a man receives a lot of chocolate from different women, that means he is liked. He is popular among the ladies. But you have to think, you will have to pay back. All right. For the unpopular ones, maybe they receive from one or two ladies. Maybe they're happy or maybe they're not happy. Okay, if it's you, which would you like? Which would you prefer? Being popular and pay a lot later, or being unpopular and don't pay a lot later? All right, so I wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. We are celebrating Valentine's Day today. This is Taxi Memories by Masunga. Please enjoy your day. All right, and see you in my next video. All right, bye for today.